Hello, I have a new friend. It's Pickle. Pickle from Mariah Elizabeth. I got it out of the little I got it out of the mystery boxes from Walmart, and he's gonna go right there. He's gonna go right there. Anyway, the subject of today's video is a web comic. Well, just a comic, an indie comic called Demon for Hire. Whoop. Demon for Hire is a web comic that I have followed since at least the first chapter, because I know that because I got this book on pre-order and it goes up to the first chapter. So I got the first volume. It goes up to the third chapter. My God. Um, and I had read that. Anyway, Demon for Hire is exactly what it sounds. It is a web comic about demons and their jobs. No. It's actually about a guy named Zeke who sells his soul to find out what happened to his best friend. That is the plot. Let's go. We open on Ezekiel, our lovely main character. He is a guy who just moved to Las Vegas. They refer to it a lot as Sin City during the comic, so, we're here. Um, Anyway, he meets his best friend, and the two of them go to a club. Um, his friend's name is not looking at the comic. You are. Where is Cam? His name is Cam. His name is Campbell. Cam. Anyway, on the way, Zeke gets stopped by this weird businessman, and he gives him a business card. And I have the business card. Hold on. I have the business card. It came with the pre-order and I love it. It's got this on the back and it has this, and then all the way over in this corner, no, this corner, it has the website. You can't read it because my camera sucks and it's really, really faint. But the link will be in the description to the actual comic. I just think this is really cool. Anyway, this is the card that Zeke gets from this creepy man. Anyway, and they go to the club. But whoopsies, Zeke forgot his wallet at the cafe that they met at. So he doesn't have an ID. But while searching for his wallet, the business card fell out of my hand. It falls out of his pocket like it fell out of my hand, and the bouncer lets him in because he has the card. What? Totally isn't the entire plot. Anyway, we meet some of Cam's friends, and Zeke proceeds to have a panic attack. And it's kind of revealed that he is in love with Cam. I say it's revealed. It was hinted until now, but I was like, oh yeah, it's explicit now. Anyway, um, Zeke has a full-on panic attack because he has anxiety, and he's at a club with a lot of people. But during this panic attack, he gets lured away by the creepy man from the street who gave him the business card. I'm sorry. And he's really disoriented, and he goes he gets lured into a hallway with this guy, and it's really disorienting and really creepy and weird. And by the time that he leaves, the club is closed. He's been in there for hours, and it felt like seconds. What? Anyway, they go home. They start to head home. But Cam gets distracted by something, and he leaves. Wait, I'm looking at the book. And he runs away. He gets distracted, and as Zeke is trying to follow him, he we don't know what happened because we kind of just hear a scream and then the chapter ends. Chapter 2 is when we find out what happens as Zeke wakes up in a hospital with his family surrounding him and a bunch of detectives asking him questions. He is having a panic attack with a bunch of flashbacks to what happened, including an image of creepy guy with business card. Oh my god, he's not just a creepy man with a business card. Anyway, we find out that when he followed the scream, he found Cam being attacked by a demon. A really freaky demon that I'll put on screen. But Cam then gets beheaded. He doesn't have a head anymore. You don't get a head when you do whatever Cam did. You don't get a head anymore. Uh-oh, no head. Nope, no head. Anyway, nobody believes him. Obviously, nobody believes him. So he gets really mad. But his sister believes him, even though I don't think she actually does. Anyway, she takes him home, and we find he has a cat now. I say he's a cat. This cat just appeared out of nowhere, according to Tina. Because Tina is his sister, and she has now been staying with him while he's healing from his broken arm that he got during the attack. So he's just been released from the hospital, and he is now at home with his sister, and he finds a cat, a really cute cat named what's his name? His name is Elijah or Eli, and considering that okay, we get these little like introduction cards for each of the characters, and Eli's says just a cat on his introduction card. I don't think he's just a cat, okay? Hear me out! Hear me out! He appears in Zeke's apartment. He appears in Zeke's apartment the night after Zeke got attacked. That is what Tina tells us. That he appeared the night that he got attacked. This cat is not a cat! I don't know what he is, but it's not a cat! I'm convinced it's Angel, I don't know, but he cries because he loves the cat. Anyway, after some stress, he decides to go back to the bar because he needs a break, especially because they're calling what happened to Cam, a an incident with like what is it again? With is it gang? It's a gang. They call it a gang. They think it's a gang attack, which is it's stupid because he wasn't in a gang, or at least that's what Zeke insists. Anyways, Zeke goes to the bar. He gets turned away. He gets turned away. He's not allowed to be here. But he follows weird green smoke coming from a boy in the alleyway, so he follows him and ends up in the girls' bathroom. So he goes in through the girls' bathroom, a window in the girls' bathroom, and he sneaks in anyway, having a panic attack once again, until the creepy man finds him, and he escorts him off back into the creepy hallway. Back into the creepy hallway. Jesus Christ. Oh, where did I just dropped something. I don't know what it was. I think it was my camera. My camera fell. Anyway, that is the end of this chapter. The end of this chapter is him going in there. Anyway, where am I? Anyway, while they're in here, Dee proposes a deal. Dee is going to give him a demon to help with the investigation on Cam. Because nobody seems to actually want to do it, and because Dee kind of knows what actually happened to him, but he doesn't actually know what happened to him. he knows that it was a demon who attacked him, and so he is gonna work with Zeke. Well, he's not. He's not gonna work with Zeke. He's gonna make somebody work with Zeke to find out what happened to Cam for real and why the demon attacked him. And Zeke sells his soul. He sells his soul. He's a panic attack about selling his soul, but then he signs the contract anyway, and he can't read the contract. Anyway, um, but by the time he leaves, his sister is there, and it is revealed that he has been there for an entire day. Where? How long has he been gone? Hold on. Yeah, he's been gone an entire day, like a full 24 hours he has been missing. Because it is the next night that he has been gone. This poor guy. Anyway, when he goes back to his apartment, he finds a giant crate in the living room, that Eli is hissing at because he hates it. Because it's a demon. When he looks inside, he sees two bright yellow eyes, and when he opens it, a monster comes out because he doesn't know how to read instructions. He says a little chant after hitting him in the face with a hammer. But he reads a little chant, and said demon is now not a demon. And that is chapter 3. Um, chapter 4. Chapter 4, we were introduced to one of the investigators on the case, which we did meet earlier, but we didn't really find out anything about him earlier. We have our two grumpy old men who are trying to figure out what happened to him. And apparently there are some other like little cases that are also suspicious. That are similar to his case. Anyway, Zeke goes to work at his little cafe. It's called the Bloody Bistro. I love it. They have merch for it. It is adorable, and we actually see Mimi themselves, the artist, Raya LeBlanc, or Mimi, or Pure Me on the internet, and we get a little cameo of them, and I'll show the cameo on screen. But anyway, Zeke recounts his nightmare, and Jerry appears. The demon. The demon from last night appears and is like, I'm not fake. Hi. And so Zeke takes him into the back storage room and grills him until Jerry reveals that he's actually the demon. He's legitimately a demon, and Zeke has a panic attack because he doesn't know how to handle this. Because he's stupid. He's stupid. But then he says that they need to talk about this later after work, and Jerry makes fun of him for signing a contract that he couldn't read. Seriously, why would you do that? But on the way home, the two of them hit a gas station because hungry, and they have a conversation about the fact that Jerry is 39 years old and looks like a 15-year-old. As in, he was born in the 1980s, and he died sometime and is now a demon. We know that he is we know that he is a sinner demon, meaning that he died. He was human, he died. He probably died at like 15. So now he's here. He has existed for 39 years, but he has the body of like a 15-year-old. We don't actually know the age that he died, but he looks pretty young. So I'm gonna assume around 15. But while they're checking out, Zeke sees a vision of Cam and follows it, essentially shoplifting. And like he follows him all the way to an alleyway where Cam is no longer there. He is gone. Jerry catches up and is like, "What the fuck was that?" And Zeke is about to get stabbed, but instead Jerry gets stabbed, and that's how the first volume ends. Chapter 4, he gets stabbed. That was really loud. Did you even hear what I said? He gets stabbed. And that is the end of the first volume. Um, Anyway, that is the end of the first volume, and that is all that I'm going to talk about, as volume 2 might be coming out soon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you can actually just watch the next few chapters, read the next few chapters in the description below at the actual comic, and you can go see what happens after Jerry gets stabbed. Anyway, my final notes! Zeke's original design has beautiful pink hair, and later during volume 2, we discover that this is canon, and so we see little snippets of like flashbacks. In all these flashbacks when Zeke was a teenager, he has pink hair, and I love it. It's so cute. It is adorable. Also, Zeke and Jerry are gay for each other. We know that they are love interests because Pyramid doesn't really like to do secrets when it comes to what she writes. So he just has a ton of stuff. But all of the official artwork has them being gay. They're gay. They're homosexuals. And I think where we are now is kind of where that's sort of like starting to show, and it's really cute. It's not like it is spoilers because Jeremy has spoiled things before that were actually spoilers. I still don't think Eliza's a cat. I think Elijah is a ghost or a demon or an angel, something that isn't a cat. Anyway, final rating! I don't have any complaints on the story or like anything at all. I really like the art. I love this webcomic, and I'm going to read every single page that comes out, because I have been doing that, even though it's currently on hiatus, and I'm sad, but anyway, I'm going to give this series a full 10 out of 10. Am I soft? No. I just am making videos of things that I like. So I really like this comic. It gets a 10 out of 10. Anyway, all the links are going to be in the description, and if you have any suggestions for another comic that I should review, put it in the comments. I did know. Anyway, if you'll excuse me,